Alright, so we're finished adding things in now. I actually also went in with the, and did some little extra with the ships. Added in a cargo field for holding in cargo storage within the ship. However, that's set to 0 for everything except for the newer ships we're going to add in just a little bit. Also, I've decided while I was doing that and thinking about it, we're no longer going to have the slots on the station storage. It's just ridiculous to even manage it more than just with space. So I'm going to be removing the storage slots from station inventory system and just moving strictly over to space. I'll be doing that now as well. So what we need to do now is we need to go through, we need to add a new as you call it, member to our weapons, 2 to ships and 1 to equipment. So what we need to do then is go in and actually make those changes within the data placeholder. Yeah, that's what it was. So for weapon, we need to I like to put these things in the order in which they're in the database. Just makes things a little bit more easier. Although I think those are actually out of sync, if you will. They're not lined up properly. We'll see here. So weapons. No, that's right. So SM2 goes after class. So float WSM2. Again, we're using SM2 instead of squared just because it is easier than dealing with the symbol. We'll be using the symbol, I think, when we print out the size amounts, I think, but internally it'll be using 2 instead of squared. For ships, we need to add in both of those, and also, or that and the cargo as well. So for that, it goes before T level. So float SM2 and float S cargo. So, the next task is going to be editing the database things itself. So, let's go. Well, we're in equipment anyway, so let's start here. So right here we need to add in equipment. At i.esm2. I forgot to add that into the add that over here. Equips. Yep, right here. Float ESM2. Okay, back over. Equals results dot at i.esm2. And we need to add and move these things around here. So this becomes case 13. Results dot at 0 dot esm2 equals float SQLite 3 column double statement I and break. I just need to extend these downward by 1. So do this. Alright, and we do the same with the other things we need to change. So guess it'd be easier to go this way. Return S data. Yep, there we go. That's station data, damn. We want ship data. S result. Here we go. So whatever's above here is the one we want. Get S results. So for this one, it's in between the M init and T level. So right here, we need to add in 2 for this one. Both floats. S results. So SMS or SSM2 floats. And we need to increase these by 2 now. So this is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And we need to add those rows down here as well. Okay, and we're not done yet. That's just the start. Well, obviously it's the start because we also have to do the same for weapons, but also because we have to do it then over in data system and then the various things throughout the rest of the code. So get W results should be weapons here. Yeah. And for weapons, we place them at where? I placed them just underneath class. So right here, as a matter of fact. Next comes case 12 and W results. Alright, then we add it down here as well. Okay, now we have to add about a dozen different functions. No, not really, not a dozen, but several to data system. Actually, that is a true one CPP. Derp. Alright, so let's go to H here. So, equipment. Another float, get SM2. Let's see. Weapon data. Float, get. Shouldn't these be, where does it go? Yeah, these should be floats by now. Distance, those are ints. Okay, so I'm gonna no having to do that there. So right here, since we're here, might as well add it. Okay, change these to floats here. And yeah, no longer complaining, which is good. Alright, so need to add 2 here. Get SM2. And gloat. Yes, we're gonna gloat about our cargo space here. So, get ship space. I guess we'll just call it that for now. Of course, we have nothing here. No comments whatsoever or here. Get equip space. Let's go and add those in. Let's see. Get description. Really, weapons should also be in, if you think about it, weapons should also be included in equipment. Eventually they'll probably get folded in too, so get mission. Let's see. Let's make this 1,000 times faster. Whoops. What did I do? Code definition window. Equipment. Shield regen. Make this even easier. Alright, so alright, so got all those. Now we gotta add them into the implementation file. There we go. Then we'll head down to equipment and add our thing there as well. I did forget the E. Alright then, return equipment at 0.esm2. Alright, there we go. So now, we've got all the new stuff added. We need to even go a little bit further now. Well, not one place, no, there's one place we do. Two places we do, which is the weapons and ships install things, whatever you want to call them. So we need to go to ship.cpp. And we need to find the init ship class, function rather. And we need to add cargo and, there we go. We need to add the max of those in as well. I'll have to do that later though. So, interesting, those actually are not in order. Very well, let's add to the bottom then, and put them in order later. Actually, first we need to actually add the variables to ship. So we got an H, ship H, which is not open. So we're gonna open it. Let's also open up, open those two. I'll also open up the S inventory down here, because S could stand for ship or station. That's why it's just S inventory. Little tricky there for you. Alright, so ship.h. God, there's already so much stuff in here. I want to go ahead and add 2 variables. Actually 1 variable. The other one gets added to the, when we initialize the... So the one that we're going to be putting in here is the S float SSM2. Amount of space ship takes up when stored. And then we're going to add in the a new vector for the ship cargo hold, for the cargo hold here. So vector S in S cargo. Alright. So now over here we need to take out these slots essentially. I guess the slots is done entirely in the station class, so we don't have to remove that. That's space. The inventory slot. I don't think what we'll do is we won't track the total space of everything in the inventory from SN. This is more of just a subclass, if you will, that just is used to load into vectors. We'll have to check the vector periodically when we put something in for space. Alright, so don't have to change anything there, but we're going to go to station now, because we do have to change stuff here, and also in game because of that. So we need to remove slots. And we also have to remove the slots from the database as well. Update slots, get maximum number of slots. No longer need that. But we do need this. Let's go to definition. Need to get rid of these 2 functions. Okay. Now again, we no longer need that either. Nice slot. We still will need the inventory size for various purposes, like vector, or not vector, but for loops and whatnot. So let's go to generate stations. and delete those two. That's another thing for ship data. Now, we're going to need to have a that's strange. It's not working. Oh, that's right, because that apply. Duh. I keep on forgetting that. They lock out any moving around in the Explorer ever until you save any changes you make. I forget that every once in a while. So anyway, what we have to do here is we have to create a new field here. 2 new fields even. That will store the max space possible and one that will store the 3 actually. One that will store the size of the the amount of space the ship takes up, then also the max cargo space and the used cargo space. So all those will be floats. So SM2 float used cargo space and max cargo space. And I'll put those up right here. So again, in the same place essentially as they are before, or in the other one, the ship data. And then we'll also have to create a new table even to store ship inventory. It'll have to be set up the same way as we have the player wingman data, and we'll set up one for them too. But this one's we're going to change this and how the game loads the ship data based on because we're going to have more than one ship now possible for the player to have, since we're going to be doing fixing and getting the storage system working. So what we need to do is, this will stay the same because that'll just be fine, but the player, we need to do a P ship inventory. So PS inv, or P ship inv. Alright, so damn it, right there. So new table P ship inv. Let's see, add, so that's for the row ID, integer. Then we need to add the P ship ID, so that'll be the ID, row ID from PS data, P ship data. So SID, also an int. And then we need to have the item ID, the item size, and the item amount. Alright, so add IID, also int integer, amount, and then a float for the size. ISM2, we'll call it. And we also have to edit the ship inventory too, because we're not going to be using slots anymore, and the generated stations. Actually, I think it's what it is. I have to change. So that should be all we need for this. Go ahead and apply. We need to add a primary key here. Alright, let's see what we got for fields. So table ID. We should call it table ID instead. Try and keep up the. Oops, cancel. Naming conventions here. Alright, so table ID, station ID, item ID, the number of items, and the type of item. That's interesting. The only thing in the generated station is actually just the space. Well, duh, because I already deleted this. God. I already deleted the slots out of here. Of course. Alright, so, we got some major revisions to do here. Well, let's go back over to data system here. Well, first we gotta reopen up the data placeholder. We gotta make some changes here down in this area. First of all, we need to add one right after player ship. Struct psinv int sid. Actually, we probably don't need, well, no, we do need that for the moment. Damn it, not you, I want this. So we need the, so it's, let's see, ship ID, item ID, IAmount, and the space. So ISID, no. Now we go down to our station data. We need to take out the slots. And we need to take out, no, that's it. We need to add to the ship here those three that we added. So, float SSM2, float S used cargo space, or yeah, and float S max cargo space. Alright, if I'm forgetting anything, we'll have some errors to remind me. So, for the moment though, I think that's it. Now we need to go to database and make those changes too. So return station data. No longer need those. Return player ship results. Okay, so we need to add these up here. And let's go ahead and also go ahead and make that change as well. So what's going to happen is we have to restructure the way that this works. Essentially the top section here changes if there's going to be a multiple ones that you're going to do here. And you'll see what I mean in a second here. So we have the SQLite statements, the results, and then it goes down from there to the columns. Now, when we change it though, so you can see we add the rows up here, then rows, the call, then the for loop, then the statement, and then calls for columns. And that essentially adds a whole nother if bracket, if you will, onto it. So we need to go through and realign everything. We're also going to add in another, even another 2 debug catches. Editing this is just a whole process of annoyances. Is that really where it goes? I think it goes closer. Yeah, it goes right up against it. So I was thinking. Of course, these aren't going to properly line up. Now that'd be much too easy. Let's see, so this also doesn't go to anything, which is interesting. I think that's because this now goes down to a different section. After this one. Or maybe not. So we've got rows, if rows is greater than 0. So we should have else 3 of these, another else, another one of those. Let's just take the structure after this and let's copy it back up here. There we go. Alright, so that's now been converted to a multiple kind of loop thing that we need. Now we need to go in here and change all this. And this part's the easy part, believe it or not. All we have to do here is take the .at 0 and change it into .at PL ship results .size -1. That's all we have to do with it. And of course the break. Case 12. PL ship results. And just for the sake of speeding things up, since we only have to change literally 2 things to make that statement work there, now I just need to increase all these. Oops. No to that one. The one above it. 20, 21, 22, 3, 4, 5. And we'll add them down here as well. But you get the idea of what's going to happen with that. So I'm going to stop recording for the moment with this, and maybe continue working on this for tonight. Maybe not. It's about midnight. Maybe calling it for the night. I might decide to do a little bit of gaming or something. But for now, we're going to stop once I finish this line of code here. Alright, and we'll pick it up again some other time. Probably once I have all this done, 'cause it's kind of boring just watching me put code in, although maybe some people don't find it too boring. But that's going to be it for now. Later on this week I may also do some more recording on the audio side of things, but that'll probably be Monday to Wednesday of next week, most likely. But that's going to be it for now, so thanks for watching these videos. Hope you enjoyed them, or at least found them somewhat entertaining. If you have any comments or questions, leave them behind at the door. No, leave them in the comment section below. And if you haven't yet done so already, I would appreciate it if you'd subscribe to our channel. And I will see you next time.